Now we're rolling. Damage Plan MMA podcast. I'm Jason, as always, co-host who he's still sleeping, Mr. Zack Partridge. What up, sir?
I'm not a morning person, Carson. I want you to know that.
We got our coffee. Good morning, Carson Hardman. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good, man. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Are you a better morning person than Zack?
No.
Everybody's a better morning person than me.
Yeah. Got to have my coffee, get everything set for the day. We're here.
All right. We're here. Glad we're here. Glad we're rolling.
More importantly, how are you doing?
Dude, I'm doing great. I'm fantastic.
So you have a fight coming up next weekend, Fierce Fighting Championship with Connie Correa. What? Because I mean, when we look at this card, fight has fight of the night written all over it.
You think?
Yeah, I do.
I hope it has knockout of the night written all over it. That's bullshit. We're going for knockout of the night, dude.
Well, both of you will go for it. I know that. That's what makes fun fights, and you're both tough. You
think Cunny's going to be stupid enough to stand with me? Because if I'm Cunny and I look at my record and I also look at my film that's out there on the internet, I'm going for submission. If you really look at it, if he's smart, and I don't blame him for doing it, but if he doesn't, then he's stupid.
I think Connie's from Hawaii. I think Connie's from Hawaii, and he's just got that warrior spirit. He's gonna come out and start throwing them.
All right, bring it, Connie. I'm down. I'm ready.
That's what I'm saying. I think either of you want to go to the ground. That's what'll make it crazy.
Well, I've had a lot of people tell me that, and then they get hit. And that's what they do. They go right for the takedown. And that's part of our sport. That's part of our fighting. That's what you can do. But at the end of the day, if you're not going to back up what you say, why the hell are you saying it? Like, get out of here, man. Like, let's just be real with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely see where you're coming from on it. But at the same time, like, have you ever fought a Hawaiian before? You know they're crazy, right?
Apparently, because he's going to try and stand with me.
And I say that with all due respect to all Hawaiians. I think it's the good kind of crazy.
Yeah, you better watch out. They're coming for you now.
I say that very, very because I love. I mean, a lot of my favorite fighters to watch are Hawaiian because of their style. But yeah, man, like they're a very. I always say I refer to them very affectionately as the coconut heads, and like those coconut heads are hard.
You know what I've learned? I've heard that a lot, and I've heard that by a lot of people. Everyone has the same pressure points, the same button. It's here, it's there, it's on the temple, right behind the ear. I don't care. Yeah, of course, people got hard heads, man. Like, you look at some of the people in the UFC. Look at Max Holloway. You want to take a Hawaiian for an example?
Hawaiian coconut head. That's what I'm saying.
But like, he's not getting hit right. You put him in the right situation with the right angle, hit that button. Doesn't matter. That it's pulling the plug, dude. It won't matter how hard the head is. If you pull that plug, it's done. It's shutting down. So, precision over power. Precision over power every day.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't think he's going to be shooting. I just don't. But hey,
I welcome it. If that's
I know you do. That's what makes it so fun.
That's my kind of fight. So I'm welcoming that. I hope you're right for that sake, Zack. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun fight for sure.
All right, now we're on the same page. It's going.
I'm just saying stupid if that's what I'm just saying in terms of I'm not talking bad on you here, Zack. I'm just saying in terms if that's literally like his thought process, it's not a smart one. That's not a good one.
I'm just
fair enough.
I haven't talked to him. I've just I've been cage side and commentated his last two fights, so I'm just drawing some assumptions.
Well, and you probably, and that's your job, dude. Like, I would dare say that you're probably like 80 to 90% right. Like if I was a betting man, Zach, I would be like, probably right. I would put my money down on Zach's opinion. So
yeah, I like Carson.
So Carson, how's training camp for you? How's training camp been for you?
Dude, it's probably been one of the hardest I've ever had. After my loss with Seiler, it's like something just snapped. I'm sick and tired of losing, dude. I've only lost 3 times, but that's 3 times more than anyone ever wants to lose if you're a competitive athlete and in the warrior mindset. I mean, that's 3 times I would have died right there. So that's a bunch of bogus in my head. So I have stepped it up in just about every way possible. I've my nutrition's always been there, but even more importantly now is we're working in junction with a personal strength and conditioning coach.
Nice.
Who has worked with like at the UFC gyms before. It's down at Performance One. Shout out to Brandon and as well as Jordan Pendleton with the, again, P1 Performance One gym. And then we've also been working with Brian Baker down at the Deep Half in Spanish Fork. I've been private lessons with him as well as open mat rolls and come considerably far in that regard as well. And then just our stand-up, always working the stand-up. You know, that's obviously my bread and butter. That's never going away. Why would I ditch my biggest asset? So just in all the terms of workload, this camp's been pretty hard, but it's been worth it. It's been satisfying to see the payoffs. And I guess the real test is going to be on the 29th to see if it all comes together, see if, these adjustments that I've made really will be, paying out dividends.
Yeah. Can I circle back to, does it give you any, I appreciate the warrior mindset. Does it give you any, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Does it help you relax a little thinking about the big picture of your MMA career, thinking the guys who you've lost to, that all 3 of them are all very high quality fighters. Clay Collard's doing his thing in the PFL. Brian Thomas is a really, really good experienced fighter that's been around for a long time. And Steve Seiler, has been everywhere. I mean, me and him are the same age and he has 60 fights while I'm about to have my 8th amateur fight. He's been fighting since he was in high school. It's kind of crazy. Does that, because I'm just saying in perspective of things, I always bring up Dustin Poirier, right? He always would win a few and then would have a setback, win a few, but but it's still constant progress.
Exactly. And I'm totally about that. I talk about my loss to Clay, which was probably one of the best things that ever happened to me. Again, it sounds weird, but thank you so much, Clay, for kicking my butt. I needed it. Coming back and after I snapped from the Seiler fight, just mentally just being sick and tired of it all and just realizing things have got to change in a lot of ways. Instead of, I almost had to force myself. Muhammad Ali was asked, why did you believe you're the greatest? How did that start? And he said, well, I had to lie to myself before other people believed it, And that's kind of what I started doing is every morning, every night, I'd start saying why I'm the champ. That's why I put it on my little box over here, because it's adjusting that mindset mentally. Win or lose, I have to be a champion in life. You can't, again, like Dustin Poirier, if he would have just said, lost 3 or 4 fights, I'm never going to get my shot again. He would never be where he is today. He's made huge impacts with his charity and his business. And I'm sure there's things that we just don't even hear about in the media that he's caught for people. So I think more importantly, the warrior mentality is improving society. They really believed back in the day that they were protecting society. They were making the world a better place. And so that comes with that is, knowing that I've lost to great men in the ring
Uh-oh. Did we lose his voice?
I've done pretty good, so I'm excited to see where I go.
Yeah, we are. I mean, we are too. But I just say, like, it's one thing I think when you look back and you go, I shouldn't have lost that guy. You know what I mean? Like that's it. But when it's like, you could think that, but it's like, at least you could say, like, the quality of opponents that you've lost to are guys that will make you better from it. Not guys that you lost because you had
fights. Exactly. For sure.
Yeah.
We're always looking to grow. I mean, that's stretching, stretching the limits, your limitations. You're looking to grow as a human being, as a warrior. You got to take those risks. So yeah, I'm more than happy. I don't regret one decision that I've made in fighting them. Do I think I should have won? Do I think I could have won?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I just made some stupid mistakes that, I shouldn't have. I put myself there, and mentally maturing every fight and getting better at knowing where not to put myself is going to just make me a better person, make me a better fighter.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. That's the one thing since I came to MMA and I've watched a lot of your pro career now, is I've seen consistent growth. The other thing that I've noticed is when you touch people with your right hand, they kind of go to sleep. So
that's facts.
Is the haircut like, you look like the throwback Conor McGregor with it now? You're just the right instead of the left. Is that what you're going for here?
I wanted to cut my hair for a long time, grow it out, and I finally just buckled down and did it. And in some ways, again, it was like I viewed myself more as like I slipped into this mentality of being a good and it's not bad. Like, don't get me wrong. This isn't bad. It's just not my dream. It's not who I am. I don't think I was being true to myself. I slipped into this figure of being the picture perfect dad in my culture and in my endeavors in life. And that's good. Like, that's still a good goal. It's still a goal that I have. But I think at the end of the day, the core of who I am as a warrior, and to be a good example to my son, and more importantly, just to reflect who I am as a being, I would like to present myself that way. I really would. Whether that conflicts with my religious views or not, like, that's who I am, and that's who I need to be. And I feel completely right with God. I feel better about my family life. I feel more wholesome and complete because I'm being real with myself at that point. So the haircut was just more like a part of that champion mindset of, this is what I want to be, and I need to dress the part. Just like normally I would be in my suit and tie right now. I had to do last moment, but again, that all goes to the mindset. That's why I've done this.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it.
January 29th. It's going down.
So, all right. So we've kind of talked about how we think the fight's going to go or whatever. When do you feel like it'll end?
When he's on the mat, knocked out. I can't, that's one thing. Making predictions is fun, but it can also be dangerous. And the one thing I do predict, though, is a win. I think that is the most important prediction, is the victory. How the victory comes, whether it's a knockout, choke, submission, however it comes, it comes. Like, I mean, the goal is just to wipe the enemy, down completely, utterly destroy them. I'm not hurt. I'm not hitting to hurt. I'm hitting to kill. And I enjoy every bit of that. That's just the nature of the beast. Call me sadistic or psychotic, but dude, I love playing rough. And this is the game that I chose to play, or the fight that I've chosen to fight. And that's the way it's going to be. So I'm like stoked to be in there. I'm ready for this. I'm excited. I don't care how I finish him. I just care that he's unconscious on the mat, or that he knows that he's not as good as he thinks he is.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I think I think if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you should click that link that's scrolling across the bottom and grab that pay-per-view or grab your tickets and come watch this fight.
Whether it's for me or the main event, huge shout out to Jan. I think that's pretty cool. He's coming back.
Oh, you missed it.
Oh, yeah, you missed it.
He's out.
He's out. Yeah, he got injured.
He was training and he sustained an injury that's going to require surgery and out.
Well, you know what? Still shout out to him. He is one of the legends that I think has never gotten enough credit. And so hats off to Jan being just such a good guy that way, fighter and family man. So
yeah, he said once his surgery and everything's done, though, he's coming back still.
Yep.
He wants it. So
good.
Yeah. So we will see him, just unfortunately not this time.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm excited to see him back. There's a lot of cool fights. So yeah, fans, you got to buy this card, whether it's for me or someone else. Support us. Like, we need it. Being a local athlete is not easy. It's a grind days. It's a grind a lot of the days. So thank you guys for your support.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Awesome. So for those who don't know, go to fiercefightingchampionship.com, tickets, and you can click on Carson or whoever your fighter's picture is, and we try to make that process as easy as possible.
Dude with the suit.
The suit. Yeah. Carson, do you have any sponsors you want to give a shout out to before we let you get out of here?
I think I've shouted out to most of them already, just the coaches, but the last one for sure is Dr. Myers, Ryan Myers, down at the Movement Clinic in Lehigh. He's a movement specialist. He works with athletes all around the world. Like, he's traveled all around the nation, and his recovery processes for me and keeping my body like in tip-top shape are amazing. I see him work from athletes, professional athletes, to local athletes, to, you know, your grandma. Like, literally, I watched an older lady come in the other day, and like, she just brags all the time how much better she's moving and how great she feels. So huge shout out to Ryan. That's another big part of my training camp that's really helped me out. So I'm really stoked about that. And again, like, waiting to see the dividends on taking care of my body as far as recovery goes.
Yeah. Recovery is key. Got to have that.
Yep.
All right. January 29th. If you haven't got your tickets yet, grab those tickets. We will see you guys there. Carson, thanks again for joining us today, man. We are very much looking forward to your fight January 29th.
Thank you, guys. It's been an honor.
All right, brother. Take it easy. We out.